Well, the funeral today brought together presidents and political foes, past and present. Take a look at the moment that President Trump took his seat from my coverage live earlier this morning. I mean, you just have to wonder if the lesson of the life of President Bush, the 41st president of the United States, leaves an impression on our political process, whether it's for 24 hours or whether it lasts longer than that. The lessons of his life are so potent, and his own ability to put aside his differences with people who he had run against. You know, Bob Dole, he ran against for the nomination twice. They became dear, dear friends. And you can't look at this front row and the divisiveness that we have in this country today without a moment, I think, of hopefulness. I just thought that was an extraordinary. Here it is again. And Hillary's just sort of staring straight ahead. So was that a snub? A lot of people said it was. Let's see what Jesse Waters, host of Waters World and co-host of The Five, thought about that moment today. Hello, Jesse.
Hi, Martha.
So what did you make of the talk about interpersonal dynamics? There was a lot going on there.
Yeah, there was a lot to look at. I mean, one guy shredding the other guy's legacy, the other guy wiretapped the other guy, the row before, you have the dossier getting thrown around. It's ugly. And think about some of the things they've said about each other. I mean, you are a foreign-born terrorist sympathizer. You are a mentally ill traitor. Hey, you're a rapist. Horrible things, yet they sat next to each other. I thought it was fine. I didn't see any snubs. It's a somber moment. They're in the first row. What are they going to reach across?
Well, I mean, look at Hillary. You know, she just looked straight ahead. Mm-hmm. She a little nod there. You know, I mean, for one thing, they can't reach across the entire aisle and shake everyone's hand.
Right.
And this also, just to remind people at home, this was a moment, you know, before it was kind of jovial, people were chatting, but this was not that moment. Everyone was seated and ready for it to begin.
Yes.
So they're focused.
Right.
Then they brought the president in.
And you're supposed to sit there and look straight ahead. You're not supposed to take any other attention away. If you think about it, she acknowledged Melania, didn't really acknowledge President Trump. I mean, she wants to be president. Donald Trump said if he were president, he'd lock her up.
Yeah, so that makes things a little awkward.
Bad blood there, but I didn't think that it needed to be manufactured to such an extent where this is a controversy. I think everybody sat there politely and paid their respects to a higher power.
Go back. Let's put the video up one more time, because what I looked at the second time around is I like watching Marilyn Quayle. She's like, oh, this is going to be interesting.
She's like, get the popcorn out.
This is going to be interesting. And then, I don't know if you can see, but Dick Cheney was in the background. He also was watching the whole thing. He's like, I'm removed now. I don't really need to worry about this stuff anymore. But he watched every single.
Cheney's got his eyes on everything. Who knows what Cheney's up to?
But it's always extraordinary to see a collection of our nation's presidents all in that front row today. It was quite something.
Very special.
From beginning to end. Jesse, thank you for
Thank you, Martha.
ending the evening with me. It's great to have you with us, as always, on a Wednesday.